This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
I love when he starts.
A world TV champion today, one fall, 20 minutes. Manny Fernandez, your chance at the title.
Well, all the world knows the day that Arn Anderson has signed that contract. That means me and little bitty Arnie, this time, it's been a long time since me and Arn met right here before this national television audience once before. But it seems like you graduated from the toddler stage. You got rid of Oli, or should I say somebody got rid of him for you. Now it's me and you and nobody else. So I guarantee you, you got your hands full, baby. I know, not taking anything from you, you are one heck of a world television title, and that is one prestigious title. Well, that's one prestigious waste. I want to put it around, because there's nothing better than to prove to all the people that Arn Anderson is capable of being beaten. And baby, ain't nobody can do it like the Bull, and nobody does it better than the Bull. So Arn Anderson, I'm going to tell you, Daddy, me and you are going to come out here and find out which one is the best. Is it you or me? And right now, I want to tell all the people, because I got a lot of people out there in all nationwide little TV land, toda la gente latina mexicana, que este toro en San Antonio, el corazón de San Antonio, va a venir otra vez, el 22 de mayo. Y esta vez vas a ver el campeón de televisión del mundo. Y ese Arn Anderson, yo le voy a decir una cosa, contra el toro y tú, yo voy a ser el campeón del mundo. So baby, when it comes to rocking, let's get out and do it, because I'm sick of talking. It's time for the Rage of 86. And Arn Anderson, it's starting to begin.
We're coming right back after this timeout.
San Antonio always got a shout out.
I know. Did we run San Antonio?
No, I think he was putting over his hometown or something.
Okay.
Oh my God! Why don't you tell us what Jimmy Garvin's saying here?
Okay.
Title, and this man, an expert of the world TV title, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
I know a lot about world TV titles. I know a lot about Arn Anderson having a world TV. Where you been, darling?
Let's see, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get everything lined up for New Orleans. If I go back there and I'm not there, don't get worried, because I've gone out to the airport. I've got your bags. I've got everything taken care of. The limo's waiting for you outside. I'm going to head on to the airport, get the plane ready out, because New Orleans, here we come. See you later.
I like it. Let's watch this thing, baby.
Okay, let's go to the ring.
So Arn is going to do commentary on this? I mean,
Dusty, yeah, I guess. Before we go to Dusty's commentary, I'm sure you want to pick up some of it. Baby Doll didn't know Dusty was coming out, right?
Yeah.
And he said, "Where you been, darling?" And she came up with, on the fly, a great excuse. And you could see it on Dusty's face. Dusty was just biting his lips together like, damn, she's doing pretty good. And so she walked right out. Oh, I thought that was very well done. I love shit on the fly. Here he is.
Okay, this is going to be a real Donnybrook. Donnybrook. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, it's hot, Jack.
Let's put it in there.
Like a kid. Where's he at? I like it. Woo.
Fred Beal. Okay.
Fred.
Remember, right now,
Man, Arn's having fun getting that crowd riled up.
Dusty said, "Fred Beal." Or David said it.
Who's Fred Beal?
Dusty would make up shit. The Beal, invented by Fred Beal, You want to catch his promo here? Well, he stopped talking.
Hey, what do you think about getting a vanity plate on your vehicle?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because they're bullshit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to spend extra money to the fucking government for anything, okay?
Is it true that Gorilla Monsoon's license plate used to say kayfabe?
You know what? I'd heard that story. I didn't know it was Gorilla. I had heard somebody in wrestling had kayfabe on their license plate. I don't know. You had heard it was Gorilla Monsoon. Ask Bruce. When do you talk to Bruce?
Well, I know the answer. I was just trying to get you to tell the story.
I don't know the story about it. No, I don't.
He did. That's the end of the story.
Okay, end of the story. So there. Well, this is World Championship Wrestling, and if I recall, Gorilla Monsoon wasn't here at that time.
I was just trying. Did anybody that you worked with there have a vanity plate?
No. Oh, wait a minute. I did.
Wait a minute. Just a minute ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not giving any money to the government. Oh wait, I used to.
I've got to show you the vanity plate too, because we still have it, and it was Lois's favorite.
And
North Carolina, it said us, and it had the what's the sign for and?
The ampersand.
Ampersand. Yeah. Us.
Wait,
and
you can get an ampersand?
Yeah. In
Wow.
North Carolina, you could back in the 80s. Us and 5 kids.
Wow.
Now, we didn't get that until we had the twins in 87, but that was, as a matter of fact, we had one vehicle when we first went to work for the WWE back in 1989, and it was the big van, and with us and 5 kids on it. And so I pulled it into Titan Sports one day, or WWF production, and Vince came in the studio. He said, "Is that your van out there with us and 5 kids on the license plate?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's really cool. That's really good." So he put that over. So yeah, I've got that somewhere. I'm going to take that picture and put it on Patreon.
Man, that's cute. I'm glad that you think Dusty had one.
No, I don't think one.
In my head, he had Stardust on the plate.
I would think so. Or Rick would have had woo. That would have been cool. But I think back then there was, they wanted to lead a private life, right?
Wait, fuck you.
What?
Leave a private life. Tonight, girls, I'm going to be at the Hyatt Regency.
Okay, yeah, all right. But I'm talking about when they're like going to the grocery store or going to the airport. They wanted people follow them and shit like that. Come on. You know that. You're just being a dick head prick motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
I'm not going to sit here and let you fucking run me down like that the whole
Well,
time.
I'm sorry, you shouldn't. I apologize. I'll never let it happen again. I mean, because you never run me down. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you never do that. So why should I in turn try to do that to you? I don't know. I was really out of line there, and I apologize for it.
You're a motherfucker, as you know.
Yeah, used to be.
When's the last time you were, you think? Oh, her birthday? Your birthday. November 2019?
November 7th, 2019. That's the last day.
R.I.P. If it's use it or lose it, you're get up and went and got up and gone.
Well,
Get up and go.
if you make it to my age, and anybody out there is going to make it to my age, everybody's different. And I've heard that at my age, oh, here's somebody texting me right now. Okay. Cleo, you're full of shit. So anyway, where was I? Oh, okay. They say that at my age, you should probably take testosterone. Have you heard this one?
Boy, Jim Ross has got him.
Yeah, I know.
Overdrive, son.
Yeah, I know.
See, Connie, the trick is you're supposed to get it once every 9 weeks. I get mine every 5.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck 'em, Connie. They're just going to have to deal with it. They're just going to have to back up into it.
Yeah. Well, his doctor prescribes that. I have no use for it.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, I don't need to
Don't you want harder?
I don't need to be a horny old man backstage in Jacksonville, okay?
Wait, did you just low key say that Jim Ross is a horny old man back
No, I did not. I said I don't need to be one.
That's what you implied.
I didn't imply that. You are trying to you're trying to cause shit. And no, I just don't need.
Let's break the third wall. Cleo, chime in. Did he just low key refer to Jim Ross as a horny old man backstage in Jacksonville?
He said he didn't want to answer that. You know why?
Cleo.
Because he's my friend. He doesn't want to get in the middle of this bullshit that you're perpetrating here. Okay. There you go. So thank you, Cleo, for not saying anything.
Boy, stupid ass Cleo will send us a text, but he will not chime in.
Okay.
Hey, when are we going to get together with Cassio? This weekend. You ain't doing shit.
I should come over, but I'm going to wait till I have my great drop to hold. Ragin' Bull Manny Fernandez. I should wait.
Everyone here has been vaccinated and or has the antibodies, so you're safe.
Well, I've had my first shot. I should probably wait till I'm finished. I got the vaccination to go out and do something. So let me wait.
We're not going out. We're just going to my house.
Well, it could be rampant with the virus.
I love that motherfucker who hooked up with an escort in Las Vegas named Diamond without protection. All of a sudden now is so conscious of a virus.
Fucking lying.
You dipped your wick
You're lying piece
in a
of shit.
petri dish of infection and then washed it down with a Diet Mellow Yellow. And you're like, oh no. I can't possibly come to your house. It's too dirty. You live in a fucking pig pen of fucking dog hair.
Washed it down with a diamond. What did I do? Stick my dick in a glass of diamond. Oh, the shit that you come up with. Fuck, man, you should have been a comedic writer.
I mean, you're listening to my shit right now. This is it.
Oh, sorry about laughing over a rest hold. I was getting ready to say a good match, and I look at it and see it's a rest hold.
A lot of rest holds today.
Yeah, a lot of those. So, and I'm trying to remember, you know, I knew for the arena shows, the TV shows that we shot in the arena, like Worldwide and Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, which was kind of what we did before 1985, you know, and when I was working with them in 83 and all of 84 and the first part of 85 until April, Gene Anderson would come out. And when they would see Gene, that would be the signal to go home. And I'm trying to think what was the signal to go home here, because I don't think Randy Anderson had a, you know, referees are hooked in now with IFBs. And I'm trying to think how the cue to go home. Because I don't think Gene came to Atlanta for TV.
Huh.
Maybe they had Charlie McGowan stick his head out of the curtain or something. I'm sure someone came out from the back, and I'm not so sure. You know, sometimes if we glance and we see enough, we'll see that Randy Anderson is maybe looking, you know, probably somebody came out right where we were. Just make sure you're not on camera. I'm not sure. But again, this show's been rest hold city, hasn't it?
Oh man.
I'm really kind of surprised, but look, I don't have a problem with it. I like working on, I like the story of working on one part of the body and Arn trying to get out of it. And it looks like the bull, you know, the bull can win this fucker anytime now. And there's fans, you know, clapping with him. Oh my God.
Track it.
Huh.
Taking a break.
Taking a break.
Yeah, man, it feels like they might have just been a little short-handed. I want to remind everybody the day before. So to catch you up here, this is April 19th. Later this day, we've got a matinee show for the Crockett Cup and then the evening show for the Crockett Cup. But the day before, we were in Philadelphia at the Civic Center, 7,000 fans there. The day before that, they were running two crews, one in Bessemer City, North Carolina, one in Norfolk, Virginia. The day before that, boy, we had two shows, one at the Dorton Arena. And some of our stars like Ric Flair and well, I guess just Ric Flair. He's at the Championship Wrestling from Florida show in Miami. But you just did TV 4 days prior to this at the Winthrop Coliseum in Rock Hill, South Kakalaki.
Yep.
So you got a pretty busy dance card here. And the day after this April 19th Superdome double shot, we've got one crew in Greensboro and one crew in Savannah, Georgia. And we're back to running the two crews on the 2 days later, one in Greenville, one in Fayetteville, and we're off to the races. It's just it's a crazy hectic schedule.
Yeah, it is. And listen, Every time I think of schedules like that, I think of the boys. I do. Of the travel and the time they had to put into it. And again, I think we've talked about this so many times. What always to me stood out was the fact that these guys did not have insurance.
Right.
These guys not only did not have insurance, but these guys, hey, you didn't work, you didn't get paid. So you could get hurt in this match, but you were still going to work if you wanted to get paid. And so that is why I guess and I'm not blaming any old school promoter because that's the way it was done. That is why I guess, you see some of the guys who have now gotten older, here we are 30 years later or so, and have trouble getting around.
Right.
Because they had to work for the pain. And if they had an injury, they had to go out there and do something. Now, if you would work with, Arn doing a great job of selling his leg here, getting up. If you really were hurt, the guy you were working with would obviously help you out a little bit.
Right.
I got a bad leg, please help me out. And they would, but still you'd have to get out there and perform unless you absolutely were in a cast or something like that. Which reminds me, I may have told you the story. I'm not sure. In 1985, I believe it was, I had a car wreck where I rear-ended the car and I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And I went forward and hit my shoulder on the door and my knee hit underneath on the dash underneath the steering wheel, and I broke my kneecap. And they put me in to this day, I have arthritis in that knee, but that's another story. So they put me in this full-length cast from my ankle all the way up to my hip, full-length cast. And I still had to work because the boys worked, right, when they were hurt. So I went in that Wednesday, I went in the next 2 Wednesdays, maybe 3 Wednesdays to do interviews with a pair of jeans that Lois had cut so I could fit them over the cast, and stood right there on one crutch. And every time Gene would say, get ready to go, I would take the crutch and put it over on the side and did my work. And because again, I got paid for that day. And if I didn't, I just wasn't going to let that, inhibit me from working. And that's the way the boys did too. And I always thought back then, I always remembered back then that if the boys are going to work hurt, damn it, I'm going to work hurt.
Right.
So that their work ethic always inspired me. And some had it more than others, but like anything in life. But I was always, anyway, going back to those double shots, that was just, I've said this before. I remember Arn Anderson one Wednesday, he said, man, can't we put a third show on? We're not tired enough or something like that. It was just really funny the way he said it, because those kids were spent, man.
That's a funny story, Tony.
Yeah. Someone will punch you in the fucking nose till it bleeds.
Well, you can't, remember?
Fucker.
Because I don't have my second shot. So anyway, I'm banging this hooker in Vegas named Dime.
Jesus Christ, what you shot.
Oh,
well, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What?
Give me my match. Dusty! James J. Dillon getting the attention of Dusty Rhodes. Arn Anderson by time limit. Expiration will still be the champion. They try to go after Manny's hand. Garvin came in. And Dusty came to the rescue of the Ragin' Bull, Manny Fernandez. Arn Anderson is still the champion. We'll be back.
That was a nice little segment.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm sure Dusty's commentary was pretty entertaining, and they got involved in a little angle. Here we go.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.